Well, this is the second day when CNN News 18 is here at the International Media Center inside Bharat Mandapam, and in fact today is the second day and in fact the first day of the G20 Summit. The delegations have started to arrive here, and in fact I'll give you a quick scroll of this very place. First of all, you see behind me are the flags of the partner nations and the countries, in fact, and also of the international organization which are part of this very summit. The delegation have started to arrive. In fact, the summit will go on for today and tomorrow, and this will actually be carried forwarded for the next 2 days, including today and tomorrow. Now, I am here at the International Media Center, and in fact this place has garnered a lot of attention because we saw how the Ministry of External Affairs actually released a video, and in fact yesterday also we showed you visuals from this very place taking you around this very International Media Center. In fact, I'll give you a quick round of this very place. First of all, you see these are all the setup which has been made for the journalists to actually cover this very mega diplomatic event which is happening in the national capital. And in fact, you can see these are the arrangements which have been done by the Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India over here. You can see over here how there are different facilities which have been provided to journalists to actually cover this very event. In fact, international media from all across the world is currently reporting from this very center. This has become the powerhouse for all the journalists who traveled across 7 seas to reach here. In fact, and on this very side, if I can tell you, these are the conference halls which have been put up over here. In fact, yesterday also we gave you a quick tour of this very place, and in fact you can see these are different halls which have been prepared. This is the Aravali Hall. In fact, on the top floor it's Himalaya Hall. In fact, these are the different halls, and in fact the names are very interesting when we talk about these conference halls which have been set up over here, because India's culture and diversity have very well kept in mind when we talk about this very area which has been developed by the government over here. In fact, there are different sections also, and this very facility has been developed keeping one thing in mind, that journalists shouldn't face any sort of problem when they are covering, because they will be here they will be covering this thing for 3 days. And in fact, yesterday we saw how bilaterals happened and on the sidelines of the G20, and in fact today and tomorrow are the main summit days, on the Saturday of Sunday on the weekend day. And in fact, these are the halls which we were talking about. These are the Aravali Hall, and in fact the other halls, Nilgiri halls, which are actually operational over here, which is actually used for different media briefings, in fact by different diplomats or by the partner nations which have come here to actually be part of the G20 summit. And if I'll take you to that side as well, this is the entire facility. You can see this is a mega facility where approximately 3,000 to 4,000 journalists could be accommodated. In fact, and not only there is accommodation place, there are different facilities which have been provided to journalists over here. In fact, there's fooding and lodging. Everything is here, in fact, to make sure that the entire process of covering this mega event, it's a smooth one. In fact, big screens are also installed over here at this very place, just to make sure that whatever is happening and whatever had happened in relation to different meetings which took place in India during the course of 1 year should be displayed at this very place. Now, when we talk about G20 summit, this has garnered already a lot of attention, and in fact it's very obvious though, because all the big nations, including India, US, UK, Russia, China, all are part of this very summit. The leaders are coming, they're making beeline in the country. In fact, bilaterals happened yesterday and they will continue with sidelines of the G20, but the summit has now officially begun here in the national capital. And in fact, this is the International Media Center from where we are coming to you, and this entire place, this entire area is decked up with journalists across the world. And not only this, the main area or the main zone, the Bharat Mandapam, is also all decked up to welcome all the dignitaries dignitaries coming in from the different countries, the partner nations. As of now, what we can tell you that everyone is very excited for this mega event which is happening in the national capital, and this entire place is decked up. What you can see all around, these are all working journalists covering this event tirelessly, and in fact this facility will be open for all the journalists till the intervening night of 11th September. Till then they can actually be here. In fact, they can file their copies, they can file their stories from this very space, and in fact they can move pillar to post to cover each and every element of this very summit.